Hello students. So today in this video we are going to discuss chapter 6, Introduction to Spreadsheet. Now in this chapter we will be learning about spreadsheet. So spreadsheet, as you know, it is MS Excel. So we will be discussing the use of Excel, advantages, what are the advantages of using this Excel, then editing cells, formatting MS Excel, and using different features of this Excel. So let's start our video. So as we begin, I will not read line by line, so I will just read out the main points. So why was the spreadsheet program introduced? So spreadsheet packages have been developed that allows us to perform analysis on numerical data. So basically numerical data we can analyze here. Okay, so that's why it is basically used by financial or business people, those who are doing business, so they use it. So Excel 2010 is an application software that helps in performing calculations using formula and in analyzing data using tables. So this is the definition why Excel is used, or what is the purpose of Excel software. Okay, advantages of spreadsheet. Now here advantages are given, you just read it, it is easy, you will understand. So advantages like it is when you use spreadsheet, calculation is easier, faster and more accurate. So this is the first one. So others you read. Now down if you see, the first spreadsheet VisiCalc was introduced in 1978. Lotus 123 was introduced in 1983 and it remained popular for a considerable period of time. So and Excel gained popularity because of its powerful features and ease of use. So why did Excel gain popularity? Because of this point. So you just read, underline this point in your books. Next point we will move. Next point, basic of MS Excel. So basics of MS Excel. Here you have seen one diagram is there. So one figure 6.1. So if you see this figure, you can understand, you can see it is more clear in your book. So you just see all those parts are given. So file tab where it is, quick access toolbar, active worksheet, active workbook, title bar, and all other parts of the worksheet. Okay, so you can just see your book, you will understand. So those were the components, and about components, if you see in this diagram, you can see worksheet, row, columns. So these all are the part of or the components of MS Excel. So you can see here in the picture which is row, which is column, and which is cell. So about cell, the intersection of rows and columns is called cell. So cell is identified with combination of column header and row number. So example it is given, you can just see. Now in this video, now a video is running. In this video you will see how to create a workbook. So in your book, page number 115, creating workbook, steps are given there, you can follow those steps. So that one also you can write. Okay, so you just see the video, you will understand. So when you click on this blank workbook, you get this page, and in this page, this is the interface of MS Excel. So you are familiar with this. So zoom slider you can use these options to increase design or format your workbook. So here sheets are there, then you have minimize, maximize and close button. So when you move the mouse, you will get what option is this. Okay, so the window or the program will display the options. So when you click on this minimize button, which was down, you can see the workbook is moving. Okay, so you can insert like this. You can insert, if you want one more workbook, you can insert in this same document. So for this you can do you can go in file menu and you can insert, or you can press Ctrl N. So when you press Ctrl N, as you can see here, I have pressed Ctrl N, so Ctrl plus N, so you get two workbook. Now this two workbook, if you want to save, you have to go to save option. So you go to save option, click there. You can go inside also. Okay, and then you write the name, whatever name you want to write, and click on save. So when you save, you can see the name is changed. Here if you see here, book 2 it is written, but here the name is changed. Now this one also we will try to change. So it is very easy, you have already done this thing. So we will change, we will write something, another name, and save. So in this way you can create and you can save. So it is page number 115, 116 in your book, you can see. Okay, so what is a cell range? Now this is in your book, page number 116. So you can read the sentences and you can understand. And when you select the cell range, it will appear in this way. So from it is selected from A1 to A6, and ABC it is from 1 to 6 it is selected. So this is the cell range. So to select the cell range, you can use the mouse. Using mouse you can select the cell range. Page number 116 in your book, it is given how can you select the cell range. So here I have shown one range of selection, no? So you can just click there and you can drag. You will understand. You have done this thing. Okay. So next point, we'll move on. So this is how a cell look. Editing a cell. So when you are trying to edit a cell, first thing is that you have to select the cell, and then by using the two methods, that is overwriting or partial modification. So using these two options, you can edit your cell. Okay, overwriting means you have to type a new, and partial modification means you will do some changes, and rest of the data remain same. So undo changes, undo, if you are not happy with the change, you can do undo, or if you think that what you have changed it was okay, so you can use redo option. So this is the use of undo and redo. In your book it is given undo repeat, page number 118. So see that page number 118, and then page number 119, cut, copy, paste. So these things are you know about these things. Next is options available in vertical and horizontal alignment. So in your book it is given very little. You have one question also. So page number 122 it is given vertical alignment can be top, middle or bottom. Horizontal alignment can be left, center or right. So here I have given in detail, so you can just read these things and you will understand. These things what we are talking about right now are the formatting MS Excel. Okay, so these are all available in the formatting part. So from page number 119, I am not going line by line as it is written in your book. So book you can just read, it is with you, you will understand. So I am just trying to explain those parts which are little new to you. Okay, so this is merge cell. So merge cell you have already used. Okay, so in merge cell what happened, when you have a long text, so when you are trying to write some long text, if you see page number 1, 2, 3 in your book, 1, 2, 3, so here working with long text, one paragraph is there, you will understand that annual result of class 9. So if you write like this long sentence, so you need to use 2-3 cells. So while using these 2-3 cells, you can take help of merge cell. Okay, so wrap text is another option. It is in your book, you read it, you will understand. Okay, so here also it is there, you can read here also. So in your book you have one question: name the two ways in which you can work with long text. So here I have told you merge cell and wrap text option you can use. Now moving on, in page number 125 you have number formatting. So what is number formatting? A number format is a special code to control how a value is displayed in Excel. So Excel has various options of formatting numbers. You can specify the number of decimal place, add commas to separate long numbers into thousands, place a currency sign in front of a number, and display the number as a percentage. So these are the formats you can use in Excel. So where can you find number formats? So here I have given the answer, you can just read it. So you will find that in your book also same diagram is given, so you can see there also. So to use this number format you need to click on the number tab option, and these formats are available in this. So as you can see in the screen, you will get. Next topic is page number 125, using autofill. The autofill feature of Excel allows you to fill a range of cells with a series of data without typing it. So here as you can see here steps are given how you can use the autofill, the steps. Okay, in your book also I think it is given in your page number 126, steps are given. So those steps also you can use, you can write this step also. Okay, so autofills are generally used to insert dates or weekdays, Sunday, Monday, like this. So you just write and you drag it. So here I have shown a video, just see how you can use the autofill. So to use the autofill, first you need to write whatever date or something. I've used date here. So you can drag anywhere, right, left, up, down. So you just drag and leave it, and then you will see your data will appear. So after this slide you will get some questions. So these questions will be general questions as well as some textual questions. So you can take help of these answers and you can answer your textual questions. Okay, so page number 127, if you see, custom list is given but definition is not given there. So you take help of this, and then there are two ways to add a list of item to custom list. It is given in your book, you read. Okay, so next these questions are there, you just go through. Okay. end of this chapter. Hope you understood, and if you have any doubt you can send text message on WhatsApp, or you can write in the comment box. Thank you and have a nice day.